Are you suffering because of reality, or are you in fact torturing yourself within your own imagination? Greetings. Today we shall learn the art of stopping. Have you ever lain awake all night consumed by anxiety over something that has yet to occur, or felt utterly depleted by pressures you cannot even name? Seneca, one of the pillars of Stoic philosophy, lived through the most turbulent eras of the Roman Empire. He did not compose philosophy to preach in air-conditioned comfort. He wrote it while facing death, exile, and the shadows of political intrigue. This video is not for those seeking superficial solace. These are 30 blood and bone lessons divided into 5 chapters, designed to help you strip away the layers of suffering. We will bridge Seneca's intellect with the stillness of the East. Brew a cup of tea, sit down, and let us embark on this journey together. Most human misery stems not from material deprivation, but from a worst-case scenario playing incessantly on a loop inside the mind. Seneca begins with a direct strike at reality. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. You see, the dread of being fired is often more agonizing than the actual day of dismissal. Our mind is a master director in staging tragedies. This aligns closely with the Buddhist concept of all things are created by the mind. The world is inherently neutral. It is your interpretation that paints it black. Following that notion, Seneca reminds us, he suffers more than is necessary who suffers before it is necessary. Why pay interest on a loan of pain that you have not yet borrowed? If something terrible happens, you suffer once. If you fear it now, you suffer twice, thrice over. When you accept that a man is as wretched as he convinces himself that he is, you realize that you are the one holding the key to your own prison cell. Misery is not a destiny. It is a choice of perspective. Seneca points out, ignorance is the cause of fear. In the East, we call this avidya, ignorance. When you do not understand the law of impermanence, you fear loss. When you understand that all things fluctuate, you remain composed. Therefore, the ultimate goal of a Stoic practitioner is, it is the power of the mind to be unconquerable. And to achieve that, you must understand, most powerful is he who has himself in his own power. Application exercise, the worst-case scenario. To end this fear, I want you to practice a small exercise today. Write down what you fear most. 2. Ask yourself, if this truly happens, will I die? What can I do to survive? When you look directly at the monster in your imagination, it will shrink into a small lizard. Learn to distinguish between the event and the emotion about the event. We often complain that life is too short. But Seneca offers a sharper, somewhat stricter insight. He says, life is long if you know how to use it. The problem is not that we have little time, but that we waste so much of it. We live as if we were immortal, spending hours on trivialities, only to panic when we see our hair has turned gray. Seneca emphasizes true happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future. This is the spirit of dwelling happily in the present. Happiness is not a milestone ahead. If you are not happy while walking, you will not be happy sitting in a Rolls-Royce. Seneca advises, begin at once to live and count each separate day as a separate life. Each morning upon waking, consider it a new incarnation. Do not bring yesterday's refuse into today's new home. Why are we always in a rush? Because we fear uncertainty. But listen, the whole future lies in uncertainty. Live immediately. Many of us are trapped in the divided self snare. The body is here, but the mind is elsewhere. Seneca warns, to be everywhere is to be nowhere. If you eat but think of work, you are not truly eating. If you play with your child, but your eyes are on your phone, you are not truly present. Suffering is born from the severance of body and mind. Remember, the part of life we really live is small, for all the rest of existence is not life but merely time. Application exercise. A day is a lifetime. Tonight before sleep, perform the ritual of ending a life. Review what you have done. Do not judge, merely observe. Tell yourself, I have finished living today. 3. Upon waking, spend 1 minute simply feeling your breath and existence. Begin your new life with absolute focus on the first thing you do, even if it is just brushing your teeth. There is a paradox. We always pray for a peaceful life free of storms. Yet Seneca views adversity as a gymnasium for the soul. He spoke a sentence that might startle many. No man is more unhappy than he who never faces adversity, for he is not permitted to prove himself. Imagine a warrior who has never stepped into the ring, or a ship that has never set sail. They may look pristine, but they are empty. Suffering is not the enemy. It is a stern teacher. Seneca reinforces difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body. In the East, we have the proverb, gold is tested by fire, strength by hardships. If you are in the most difficult phase of your life, remember that your mind is being tempered. Do not ask, why is this happening to me? Ask, what is this teaching me? Sometimes the greatest barrier lies not in external circumstances, but in our own hesitation. It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that they are difficult. Fear makes a small pebble look like a mountain. When you dare to step forward, the mountain reveals itself to be mere mist. Seneca believed, he who is brave is free. True freedom is not the absence of danger, but the absence of fear of danger. What is the Stoic attitude toward calamity? It is a bold, noble defiance. Throw me to the wolves, and I will return leading the pack. And finally, to end the suffering of facing the unchangeable, learn the art of flowing. Fate leads the willing and drags along the reluctant. This is remarkably similar to Lao Tzu's concept of Wu Wei non-action. When you resist the laws of nature, you are dragged along in pain. When you accept and align with them, you find peace even in the midst of the storm. Application exercise. Voluntary discomfort challenge. To forge this fortitude, choose one task each week that makes you uncomfortable but is beneficial. 1. Take a cold shower for 3 minutes, even in winter. 2. Practice intermittent fasting for a day to understand that hunger is not as terrifying as we imagine. Walk in the rain or sun without an umbrella within health limits. The purpose so that when real adversity strikes your mind, we'll smile and say, "Ah, I am familiar with this." Seneca was one of the wealthiest individuals in Rome at the time. Yet he wrote most extensively about poverty and simplicity. Why? Because he understood that suffering often arises when we become slaves to our possessions. Wealth is the slave of a wise man, the master of a fool. Do you own your phone, or does the phone own your time and emotions? If losing it causes you to collapse, then you are a slave. Seneca teaches us how to immunize ourselves against dependency. Until we have begun to go without them, we fail to realize how unnecessary many things are. We chase transient pleasures only to realize we are bartering our own freedom. Man believes that he is buying pleasure when he is selling himself to it. Every time you indulge in excessive consumption to fill the void of loneliness, you sink deeper into suffering. Seneca advises a return to minimalism. Small rooms or dwellings discipline the mind, large ones distract it. And the remedy for the most toxic emotions, such as anger, lies in self-discipline. The greatest remedy for anger is delay. Merely pausing for 10 seconds before uttering a harsh word can save you from years of regret. Application exercise. A day living as the poor. Seneca often set aside days each month to wear coarse clothing, eat the cheapest meals, and sleep on the floor. Try this. Turn off all phone notifications for 24 hours. 2. Eat only plain rice with sesame salt or the simplest dish possible. 3. Ask yourself, is this the worst that I have been fearing? You will find that life remains sustainable even without luxuries. This final chapter concerns how we interact with the world. Suffering also stems from being aimless or isolated. If a man knows not to which port he sails, no wind is favorable. A lack of purpose is the source of emptiness. Seneca reminds us to learn every day. As long as you live, keep learning how to live, and look closely at those around you. Associate with people who are likely to improve you. The energy of those nearby will either nourish the seeds of peace or the seeds of anxiety within you. Despite the harshness of the world, Seneca maintained his faith in humanity. Wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for a kindness. When you extend kindness, your own heart is the first to be healed. For ultimately, we are waves of the same ocean. Application exercise. Evening self-examination. This is the most crucial exercise for ending long-term suffering. Before sleep practice, as Seneca taught. 1. What weakness did I overcome today, e.g., I did not lose my temper during the traffic jam? 2. What virtue did I attain, e.g., I assisted a colleague in need? 3. What can I do better tomorrow? My friend, these 30 insights from Seneca are not mere slogans to decorate a wall. They are combat tools for you to confront the darkness within your own soul. Suffering is real, but prolonged endurance of misery is due to a lack of wisdom in letting go of imaginations and attachments. I hope this video has provided a glimmer of light on your path to reclaiming peace. If you find these philosophies beneficial, please share them with someone else in need of stillness. Do not forget to subscribe so we may meet again in our next journeys of mental exploration. Remember Seneca's words, begin at once to live. Farewell, and may you lead a life of tranquility.